Welcome to Alvor. Today, guys, we are in Alvor, and Alvor is one of the places that when we first moved here, a lot of the local Portuguese recommended that we actually live here. This is more of a traditional Portuguese city and that's village compared to like Lagos and Portimao, where you have an influx of just foreigners, just kind of flooding the area during the summer and etc. So this is one of the places that the local Portuguese recommended that we actually move to. I don't know if it was because my wife, everyone thinks she's Portuguese, even though she's French. So they kind of give us the lowdown of what's really going on in the area. Now, what makes Alvor so special is that it's actually situated right in between Lagos and Portimao. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You can hop into Lagos whenever time there's any activities going on, or if you need something in particular, like frequently I have to go to Portimao for like car service or buying a mattress, whatever. But you have that opportunity as well because you're right in between both big cities. Then you also have the lovely beach. You have the lovely marina right behind me, you guys can see. And yeah, it could be a good place for you guys. But we're gonna do a little bit of exploring today. I've been meaning to come check this out. I've been here a couple of times, went to the beach, had lunch there and dinner there. It's a nice beach, but we're gonna see what it's all about here today and whether or not Alvor is right for you. All right, let's get it. Yeah. So these definitely look like crab pots. Reminds me of the crab pots from back home in Florida.
Right off of the main parking lot area near the marina, you have all these sculptures from local artists and etc. So it's one of the places that I actually recommend for you to park because it's easy to access the old town, Alvor, and etc. from that parking lot. And you see the road right here going up straight. You just head up that road and you'll hit the main old town. So this is the patio of Alvor. It has a bunch of restaurants here. You have scenic views. It's absolutely gorgeous. And when the weather is right, it's a nice place to spend the evening or afternoon. Get some cocktails, hang out by the water, see the sailboats and etc. It's a dope spot.
So this is one of the areas where you can actually book your tours. If you're here in Alvor, you can book them to Benagil. You can book them to a lot of the other cave trips. You can book them to Lagos. So you have a lot of different options to be able to do. I don't know if you guys can see over in the distance, but that is Lagos. And so you have a lot of wonderful caves on that side as well. But if you're in Lagos, you come down to the marina, come here to these kiosks, book your tours, and enjoy your day out on the water.
The other interesting thing about Alvor, especially if you are a retiree and you have some special health conditions that you have to consider when you're deciding to move to a new place, is that the HPA hospital in Alvor is one of the best ones in the area. They have a lot of specialties such as gastrology, oncology. They have all the expertise there. Cuff, which is one of the best private hospital groups within all of Portugal, has agreed to buy HPA. And so that announcement was back in January of 2026. So for you guys, that is a really big deal, because Cuff, a lot of people, especially foreigners, they don't want to wait in the public system for services and etc., especially with medical emergencies. So they always prefer to go to a Cuff. But the Cuffs were always available in the north of Portugal, Lisbon and Porto and etc. So it's very difficult to find, especially down here in the Algarve. So with that being said, it's a big deal for retirees and hell, even me and my family. So that's just something to note of.
Right off the marina, you have your way back into the old town up through this way, which we'll head up and grab some breakfast. Still quite hungry. It's about 11:15 right now, but yeah, you can see it kind of meanders up and through here, through the old town of Alvor. Oh, guys, I think I found my new fishing spot here in Alvor. I just saw some baby sheephead down here on the rocks. There's a bunch of like little crabs on the rocks down here, look like little hermit crabs or just little tiny crabs, and they're trying to get to them. So, got a new spot I'm gonna have to check out. Got a cat on the table here. But wow, look at this painted tile work. It's incredible. I legit didn't know any of this stuff was here. It reminds me of Albufeira, like the party town of Albufeira. But you see, turning back down here, headed back down to the marina and ocean. But this street goes all the way up. You have plenty of bars, restaurants up this one street heading directly to the water. Gonna have to come back and check out this place. this is a cool little park. It's actually built inside of this old castle of Arabian origins, but I mean, it's not bad. It's one of the better parks I've seen in Portugal. It's just not a big thing for Portuguese to have magnificent parks like we used to in the States. But yeah, it's decent. It's pretty decent. And it has plenty of shading. You see up here? Plenty of shaded trees. Nice palm tree in the middle, which is great. Has toilets over here. So it's nice. And you can see all the old stone from the old walls. But it's quite dope. So here we have two of the better rated restaurants here, which I'm going to try to eat for lunch. One of is Australia, and the other one here is Pink Salt. And they both are really highly rated, and most likely I'll check out Pink Salt today. And I love Asian food, so check that out. And right across from Pink Salt, you actually have the municipal market in Alvor. And you just kind of give you a location of where it is, but man, yeah, this old square, and then right here you have the kids park, right near the old castle. So this is the sports facility over by Alvor. You have tennis courts and etc. over here. You have a basketball court here and a soccer field outdoor. It's all overgrown, but hey, at least it's available. So apologize for the wind, but we're actually by the coast. This is the marina here. And Alvor has this lovely boardwalk that runs along the marshland that runs through the river. The river actually spouts out into the ocean over here. And the river actually separates Lagos and Alvor. So you have two sides of it. But anyway, you have this wonderful boardwalk full of kilometers of walking along the coast. And then over here you have the beach side. And we'll go over there in a little bit, but they have a few restaurants there, and it's a very, very wide and sandy beach full of places where you can lay out and etc. And luckily there's a nice little wind around here, because otherwise it would be pretty hot. Right now it's about 80, 84, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know that is in Celsius. I still work and operate in Fahrenheit. But anyway, that's how hot it is. It's a little toasty, but the breeze is really nice. And without it, I would be baking, truly baking. But yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful coastal little trail. I'm gonna walk around a bit. I also peep out some fishing spots because I'm always looking for a place to fish. But yeah, give you a view back towards Alvor, back over here. Then you have the marina, and then the coastal trails, and then the beach back south here. All right, let's get some steps in, and I'll see you guys at the beach. And along the way, I saw some people like they were foraging for scallops and clams and etc. Could be a good spot since it's low lying, and like I said, the river kind of floods in this area. You can see how high the tide comes up. So you have a low-lying areas that's kind of left out during low tide, and people can go in there and get some scallops and forage.
So I finally made it to the beach area, but it is quite windy, so I have to put the voice over, because otherwise you couldn't hear my voice during the beach. So it is a wonderful sandy, wide beach. It has pathways that you can walk from one end to the other, well, the main part of Alvor. And like I said, it's plenty of space for people to go out and enjoy their day at the beach. You don't have to worry about being towel to towel, which is a really great thing.
So I'm just leaving the beach area. It was really nice, but crazy windy. And I see why everyone was doing the sky surfing or whatever, just because the wind was humping. And if I would have stayed there, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me talk. So I had to get from the beach area, walking back to the car, but figured I'd give you my thoughts on Alvor. First and foremost, I understand why the Portuguese were recommending that we come here. It's definitely less busy, less touristy than the two adjacent cities right next to it, Portimao and Mago. So you have that going forward, and it seems to be a place where people actually live, and you don't have a ton of tourist like housing and stuff like that. So that's also a plus. Beyond that, it is cute, very charming. You have a gigantic beach full of sand, so you don't have to worry about it ever being overcrowded. There's parking at the beach. You see kind of behind me, that's the whole parking area. You have restaurants. Some are okay. One of them is rated pretty decent, but if you need something to eat, You have it at your disposal. Beyond that, you do have shopping, you have schools. I only saw one playground, so for kids it might be a little bit of an issue, unless, hey, you know, you bring your kids to the beach and they can play at the beach, which is also an option, a pretty good option, I may add. Other than that, the downsides, it's small, and you have to worry about some of the shopping. So like for groceries and stuff like that, yeah, there's an Intermarché, but if you frequent Lidl and that type of stuff, you'll have to drive out of town to get that, because I don't believe there's a Lidl or like Aldi or something like that. So you have to kind of get out of town to do that. And if you want like big mall shopping, same thing that I have the issue with in Lagos is that I have to drive to Portimao to go to the big mall there. If I need a mattress, I need shoes, running shoes, or anything like that, you know, good quality. They have JD Sports and stuff like that, but you know, where you need shopping, there's a Prime Mart, which is a really good store, great quality, inexpensive. You can check out those places. So all of that being said, this is a charming city. It's developing like crazy. I'll turn it around so you can see the development. So tons of construction, tons of cranes. Yeah. And you have tons and tons of development. So there you have it. What do you guys think of Alvor? Would you consider it? I apologize for the drilling noise because they're actually building this condo behind me. But what do you guys think? Like I said, it could be a good landing spot for some folks that are considering Portugal. Even after the citizenship rule changes, you're still considering Portugal, and you want to be in the Algarve, this might be a good option for you. It's less expensive than Portimao, than Lagos and the surrounding stuff around Lagos, like Burgao, Praia de Luz, that type of stuff. So, you know, you have some different areas around Lagos, but they're all expensive. Less expensive than Lagos, but expensive. So, you know, just something for you guys to consider. But anyway, thank you guys for watching to the end. I want to thank my crew, Reset crew members, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys, peace.